So I want to start this video off with a bit of a scenario. You've been hiking all day, you've gone to camp, you've set up your tent, you've gathered all your firewood, set it up, lit it, and it's finally time to relax. So you start looking for that perfect place to sit down, take a load off your feet, and ideally lean up against something and relieve that sore back. Only to really not find anything suitable and start to regret not bringing a camp chair. Now, let's be honest, probably the biggest reason, especially if you're following my channel and a little bit more into more lightweight stuff, the biggest reason you don't bring a camp chair is they weigh a fair bit. There are some lighter ones up there, but they're more towards stools and just like simple stuff where it's going to keep you off the ground, but it's not really going to give you that, the back support that you want. Well, enter this little thing, the Archair, and it's actually come from a company called Archair, which is a little cottage company on the south coast of New South Wales. And I was lucky enough for the owner of that company, Andrew, to contact me and kind of bring it to my attention. And well, I mentioned that I really wanted to support and give shout outs to Aussie cottage companies, and I thought this is a great place to start. Now, full disclosure, I absolutely paid full price. Nothing was given to me for free, so I'm not committed to giving a good review. I kind of want to call it how it is, but at the same time, this is by no means a long-term review. I've only had it for about 2 weeks since making this video. I've been using it a fair bit just at home and out on day hikes and things like that. It hasn't really had a whole bunch of overnight hikes, obviously because of the whole COVID thing. But I definitely plan on updating this review in a couple of weeks or really months' time once I've had a good go of using it. But I thought, why not make an initial impressions video on this product and just share it with you guys. So I'll try and keep this video pretty short and sweet. I'm going to share with you guys the specs, so how much it weighs, what it's made out of, its build quality, things like that. Next up, I want to share with you how it works. It's so simple. Plus, who's it good for and maybe not so good for, and then finally just a summary of my thoughts. So let's get started. The chair itself weighs in at about 198 grams on my scales. The foam is about another 15 or 16 grams on my scale. Now, Andrew does state on his website that, it is obviously a custom build, so the weight may vary, but they definitely aim to get the chair itself under that 200 gram mark. The materials for the chair itself, well, they include a 12-ounce piece of canvas as the backrest, some pretty standard 9mm marine grade ply with EVA foam as the footplate, with again some pretty standard, although Aussie made marine grade webbing to hold it all together, and some pretty simple strap fasteners to be able to adjust the length. The whole thing does come in several different color combinations, and they're pretty open to making some custom designs as well if you want to go down that pathway. How it works is pretty simple. Simply take the canvas, which is your back support, pop it against your lower back or your mid back or somewhere in between. The preference is completely up to you, and will change your posture a little bit depending where it goes. The marine grade ply goes towards your feet with the foam facing in towards your feet. Will make things a little bit more comfortable if you're ever barefoot. The adjustments with the strap fasteners, so you can have your legs straight if you want to introduce a bit of a stretch towards your hamstrings or towards your calves. Definitely something I've done, especially after a bit of a day hike or a long day. It helps stretch everything else and it feels quite nice. Alternatively, you can make things a little bit tighter and have more bent legs, and that might generally be more comfortable for people. Now, one of the cool things about this chair is that it comes with an included little bungee cord. So when you're done with it, all you have to do is chuck the marine grade ply footrest alongside or, basically up against the canvas and simply roll everything up and cinch it together with the bungee cord. Now, this chair is not really going to be for the glamper type. If you're doing car camping or you're, hiking in really short distances to camp and going to carry heavy loads anyway, then you might as well bring in a full camp chair. They're probably a lot more comfortable in the long run. But if you're much more weight conscious or just want something to take anywhere without, taking a big weight penalty or taking up a lot of room, then this thing is perfect. Like, you can take this to the beach, you can take this out for a picnic, you can take this out on a day hike. Again, it doesn't weigh too much, it doesn't take up too much room, And really one of the best parts about it, which I was actually surprised, is that it's actually so quick and so easy just to set up and pack away. When I have carried a camp chair beforehand and I stopped for lunch or stopped for a break or something like that, I'm never really going to take it out, put it all together, sit in it, and then you have to take it all apart, chuck it in its bag, and away you go. This thing, you just literally undo the bungee cord, chuck it across your back to your feet, and you're done, you're sorted. You're a lot more comfortable than you would be without it. And to pack it up, you just reverse the process. It just takes a couple of seconds, and that's its simplicity it's probably its biggest strength. So look, in summary, it's a pretty cool idea from a small Aussie company, which I'm really glad was brought to my attention, and I look forward to taking it on a lot more trips. I don't know yet if it's going to find its permanent place in my camping kit, especially because I do try and strip back and make it as light and as simple as possible. But for day trips, for kayaking, for those trips that I consider, more glamping trips, this is definitely going to be coming along. It's probably going to be coming along on a lot of trips where I never thought I would bring a chair in the first place, because again, it's so simple, it's so light, and it's actually pretty damn comfortable. If you're interested in finding out more, I'll leave all the links and stuff to the website down in the description. But a big thanks for watching this video and checking out another Aussie company. Looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video, hopefully from the trail rather than inside the house. But until that time comes, stay well, and as always, happy trails.